Before we dive deeper into the formatting options, one quick note here. I will not dive into all formatting options that we have, because we really have a lot of formatting options in Power BI Desktop, and I don't want to bore you by diving into each of these. Additionally, the formatting options slightly differ for different visuals. You saw this already in the last lecture. So the goal of this lecture is to give you a general understanding of the formatting options you have, and to then dive deeper into the formatting that you might need for your individual visual, for your individual report. With that, let's get started, and before we dive into a specific visual, let's unselect both visuals as I did it, so you click anywhere in the report page where, well, no visual is positioned at the moment. And then right here in the format menu, you have the general formatting options for the entire page. That's very important. This is not related to a specific visual now. So if you select this first menu here, you can change the name of the page right here. So we have a third way to do that in the meanwhile. You can allow this page to be, well, a tooltip. This doesn't help too much at the moment as the report isn't finished, so we'll not dive too deep here. And you can also turn on or off Q&A, also something we'll explore a bit later, so this is not too helpful here. Besides that, you have other options like specifying the page size. This is the default format. You can also take the 4:3 format if you want to, or a custom format down here. Then you can specify the width or the height by pixels. I'll stick to 60:9 though, so the default one. Then you can also add a page background. The default one is this white color here. You can of course also choose other ones, maybe a slightly gray background, which you can see at the moment. Why? Because we have a transparency of 100%, so let's decrease that a bit to 50 maybe. Yeah, like this. So let's see if this is the final format. I just want to show you all these features. So with that, you can change the background. You can also add images if you want to as a background right here. I don't want to do this at the moment, but you can do this with this option here. You can also play around with the page alignment. So at the moment, the page is aligned to the top. You can see this by this space we have down here, but middle alignment is also possible. So you can choose as you want. I'll choose the top alignment. Then you have the option to define the color of the wallpaper. Now, what's the wallpaper now? Well, here you have your page, right? You saw this right here. This gray part is the page. But the entire part right here, so including this white space, this is the entire wallpaper now. And for the wallpaper, you can also specify a color. Let's maybe choose this darker one right here. Well, I think this doesn't look too bad. Actually, it looks a bit depressing, I see. So let's maybe add some transparency here. So maybe like this. Don't like that look finally, to be honest, so we have to tailor this a bit more. But for the moment, let's maybe stick to this look. So with that, you can individually tailor the look of your report, and very important, this of course also allows you to really go away from this default white background thing and to create really nice looking pages in the end. Besides that, you have the option to specify the filter pane. The filter pane is this part right here, so this column here. This will become important later when we are able to publish our reports to Power BI Pro, because then you can define whether a filter should be available for other people or not. And then you can of course also adjust the color. At the moment this white color, according to the background you might have right here in the page or in the wallpaper. So let's maybe also choose another color here, maybe also this, that's too gray actually, this really slight gray here, I don't know, we'll see. Then we can also change the font and the icon color, maybe to this whiter look, and then, well, wait, if we make this a bit darker here, you know, maybe this black one even, yeah, then you have this look, for example. Yeah, I'm a fan of these darker looks. As you can see, you don't have to follow my approach right here. So as you can see, you have plenty of things to adjust right here. You can also define a border. It's no border here. You can see it, this is this little gap right here. I don't like the border, so let's keep it like this. So with that, you can really customize your entire report page. By the way, this is only applied to the current page though. If I go to the measures page, for example, this still has the default look. We'll dive later into report formatting, but for the moment, let's focus onto the single page here. And by the way, to make this look a bit better, I would like to have the wallpaper now also in this black look here. Let's stick to this for the moment. This is our page format, but we actually also have our individual visuals here. Let's now see how we can also format these